Welcome to our
Good
third session of
morning.
Community Day. We have Sue here from VMSC to talk about what are you talking about? Transportation options, correct?
Mostly navigating your renewal for the
Okay,
DMV and then other transportation options pending how that goes for you.
great. All right, welcome, Sue.
All right. Hello. All right. So let me open up this little file here. Here we go. All right. So let me minimize this. All right. Now I'm ready. All right. So my name is Sue Maringelli, and I am a coordinator here at the Veterans Memorial Senior Center. And for those of you who don't know me, some people call me the DMV guru. I noticed that on Channel 2 today, there was a very disturbing story about seniors over 70, that it be mandatory for you to take the driving test, um, and or the written exam to renew your license, which is simply not true. And I was very, very disturbed by that because it's just not true. So I want to talk about four things today. The first thing I want to talk about is how can we help you to renew your license, whether you're over 70 or not? Even if you're between 55 and 70, we can still help you. How the Veterans Memorial Senior Center has become a navigation center for the DMV with the pure intention of helping people to renew their driver's license. And also two classes that we offer at the DMV, I mean, at the Veterans Memorial Senior Center. One is called Age Well Drive Smart, which can save you on your car insurance. And another is the AARP driver safety course, which can also save you on your car insurance. And then finally, our partnership with Samtrans, if it does come to the point where you are unable to renew your license. So before I go on, does anybody have any questions? I don't see anything in chat. So, all right. So beginning in March, we started a program called Navigate Your Renewal. So you might see this little logo around. Um, if you need to renew your California driver's license, the one thing that we'd like you to do is to give us a call here at the Senior Center. Don't start at the DMV. Once you begin at the DMV, you have to fail the exam 3 times before we can help you. And that would be the written exam. Are there any questions with that before I go on? Okay. So, if you start with us and you don't want to have to take the written exam because the written exam is rather confusing, we offer a service where it will take 2 meetings to complete everything you need to renew your license without a trip to the DMV until after you pass our e-learning course. What you need to do is you need to call me, and my number is listed on the flyer, which is also in our Sentinel. And my number is 650-780-7313. And I've also got my email there. I'll leave this up for a little bit. What you need to do is you'll need to bring a method of payment for the DMV. We don't get paid to do this. This is something I do for free. What it involves is a $45 renewal payment to the DMV. That's whether or not you have a real ID. That's whether or not you're renewing your driver's license for the 2 years. And some people can renew for 3 or 4 years, depending on how well you do on the e-learning course. What I have to stress is it's not a test. And so what people have been doing is they're taking the course with me, going to the DMV to get their picture taken, their thumbprint, and their eye test, and saying, I already did the test. Well, there's no test. And so the DMV has been sending them to take the test again because they said the word test. So I have to stress that this is not a test. This is e-learning. It's a course. And you don't want to, the DMV gets very, very narrow-minded when they hear the word test, and they'll go crazy looking for your test results that don't exist. So that's the one thing that I really wanted to emphasize, was that you do not need to take a test. And after you've completed the e-learning, it's not a test when you go to the DMV for your fingerprint, eye test, and photo. Okay, so basically I have a couple of little videos to show. And if you have questions about those videos, please feel free to ask me. I'm going to start with the navigating the DMV uh, little video here. So give me just a moment because I have too many things open on my screen. What am I doing here? I don't know how to, please forgive me. All right, present. Oh, where to go? We want to present. Okay, do you see a video coming up to your screen, everybody? It's just taking a moment to load. Please give it just a second. All righty, here we go.
We're not getting any sound if there's supposed to be any sound.
There's just music. Hold on. Are you not hearing the music?
Yeah, we're not hearing the music.
No.
Oh, what am I doing wrong? Good Lord, let's figure this out. Well, you know what? I'll start it over and I'll read it aloud.
Okay.
All right, so give me just a moment here. I'm going to do it as a video instead of then I can talk over it. All right, here we go. Meet Jane. Like you, she needs to renew her California driver's license. And like you, Jane struggles with confusion with the DMV. And it frustrates her because she can't navigate the DMV website. She can't get an appointment, or she can't pass the test at the DMV. Oh no, said Jane. That is before navigating the DMV with Sue. That's me. I'm Sue. This program solves all those problems for Jane. There's no written or computer test at the DMV. I can help you get an appointment with access to local offices without stress, and we help you step by step. So Jane gets started right away. She calls me. Jane goes to our Veterans Memorial Senior Center for a free course. Look how happy Jane is. Wow. It's free. You can call anytime today. This is my number and my email. We can get you in for an appointment straight away. All right, so basically what that video does is, one moment, please. Here. All right. Basically what that video does is it walks you through specifically what we can do for you. So are there questions? Okay, I see a question from Johnny. No, you do not need to live in Redwood City. This is a statewide program. I've had people come from as far as Mountain View and Burlingame to use this service. Technically, they could come from as far as LA to do the service here at the Veterans Memorial Senior Center. So are there, you don't have to be 70 or over, but you must have to renew your driver's license. So if you are in a situation where you need to renew your driver's license and they've told you you need to take a driving test or a written, I can help you to do that through this course, and it's free. Are there any other questions before I go on? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go on a moment here. One second. Oops, sorry. I'm used to a different program here. So, yeah. All right. So basically what happens is when you get to see me, when you come to the Veterans Memorial Senior Center, you're going to go with me online to the DMV's website. And there's a space that it says driver's license and ID card. So we're going to click that. We're not going to do over 70 because this is for anybody who has to take the test. Okay, anybody who has to take the written or the driving test. So we're going to click the renew button. And what it's going to do is it's going to give you all of these very confusing options. Renew your driver's license, renew and upgrade to a real ID, start renewal online and finish at the DMV, renew my commercial driver's license, check my status, future renewals. So what we want to do is we want to start your renewal online and finish at the DMV office. If you come to us and we help you do your e-learning course, the only trip you have to make to the DMV is to get your thumbprint, your photo, and your eye exam. There's nothing else involved. All of the fees are paid. Everything you need to upgrade to a real ID is done. Everything you need to go to the appointment is finished. And we have, because we've become a navigation center for the DMV, we have access to appointments that the general public doesn't have. So, for example, if I were to go to the appointment calendar as a generic person, just somebody who hasn't done the e-learning with me, and I go in and I try to schedule an appointment for my driver's license renewal, and I want to get an appointment, I'm just going to show you, for example, you can go to any DMV office. Okay, most people have been choosing to go to Redwood City. Okay, so I'm going to select the location. The first available appointment isn't until April 4th for the general public. So if your driver's license expires on the 30th of March, if you work with me, we have access to appointments that are not available to the general public. So that was something I wanted to emphasize. So before I go on, I'm going to go ahead and go back to Zoom here.
What a great service, Sue.
It is. It's an amazing service. And I have literally been working on it since August with Sacramento. I have bypassed the county and went directly to the state level because what I was finding was people were going to the DMV that were a little bit older, not necessarily over 70, but they were being told, you need to go get a note from your doctor that says you can drive. You need to go and take the written exam. You have to take the exam on the computer. And these are people who don't have smartphones, are not comfortable with computers, or maybe they're comfortable with computers, but they only have used an iPad and they don't know how to use a PC, and they're not comfortable with touchscreen, and they don't know what they're doing when they get to the DMV. And what I was noticing was, and this is going to sound terrible, but people with gray hair were not being treated fairly. If you looked older, people were being very impatient at both the San Mateo and Redwood City DMV offices, and they were giving people misinformation. They were telling them you have to take this test. And then people were paying the $45 to take the test, failing it, not getting their driver's licenses, coming back, having to take the test again, and then again, failing 3 times and still being told they can't get their driver's license. Because the test is worded very difficult, in a difficult manner. The way that it asks the questions are not really testing your knowledge, and it's not testing your reaction time, and it's not testing your true ability to be able to drive. What's great about the e-learning course is it walks you through 7 steps. And as you progress through the course, it takes only between 35 minutes and an hour and a half to complete. And you don't have to complete it with me at the center if you don't want to. But I am very, myself and my volunteers are very helpful at navigating the computer part of it, not the knowledge part of it. Does that make sense to everybody? I see a chat here. Hold on. Oh, you're very welcome, Veronica. So basically, the most important thing to keep in mind, and I can't stress this enough, is this part right here. And I'm gonna, don't start at the DMV. See us first. I cannot, you might have a child who says, oh, mom, let me get you an appointment. Mom, let me log you into the DMV. Mom, let me help you get this started. No, 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 no. It's not helpful because once you begin at the DMV, you can't come to the navigation center until you've failed the test 3 times. That's $45 times 3, plus the $45 you have to pay to do the e-learning class. So you're talking about almost $200 that you didn't have to spend if you'd have just come to see me first. Or the Veterans Memorial Senior Center. So that's very important. I can't stress that enough. Are there any other questions regarding that there? Because I'd love to answer your questions. That's what I'm here to do. It's not letting me reopen Zoom. Well, that's ridiculous. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm sorry, did you have a question?
If I can just ask it without typing.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm totally cool with that.
Great. I come to the Veterans Memorial Senior Center for exercising all the time, but I have a friend who does not watch Travando, and she is going to have to renew her driver's license this year. Is there any way she can see this program after the fact?
I believe that's true, and that's something, all
Yes.
of these Zoom recordings are recorded,
Yes.
and you can go
most-
on the Travando site and see them. Go ahead, I'm so sorry.
yeah, most of them are recorded. This one is recorded. So,
Okay, so I'll tell her to go on your website at Travando, right?
Yeah.
And it'll be one of the recordings there.
Right.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I'm just gonna leave this here for just a minute while I'm talking. Oh, forgive me. Sorry, that was my telephone. So the reason that this all says February 26th, starting on February 26th, is as soon as people heard I was doing this, I came in on the morning after February 26th, or the morning of February 26th, and had 32 phone messages and about 60 emails. So my appointments booked up very quickly. So I was pretty much doing this as a full-time job for about a week. And I also run the special needs programming here at the Parks and Rec Department. So I needed to just set a couple of limits. And the only true limit that I set is I am one person, and you can book this up to 5 months out of having to renew your license. So for example, today is the 20th of March. If your birthday is before August 20th, you can book an appointment with me and get this taken care of. You don't need to go to the DMV to do your picture, your eye test, or your thumbprint until closer to August. But you can get everything done because we are connected to the DMV, and your course completion confirmation is sent directly to whatever DMV office you want me to send it to. So if you live closer to the San Mateo office, I'll send it to San Mateo.
Office lo manda a San Mateo. Si vive cerca de Redwood City, lo mando a Redwood City. Si usted vive cerca de San José, lo mando a San José.
Or wherever you live. But those are the 3 closest DMV offices. Are there any questions with that? Okay, I'm trying, I want to make sure that everybody that has a question gets a question answered. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to this one, which is our Age Well, Drive Smart course. The Age Well, Drive Smart, sorry. The Age Well, Drive Smart class is free. The last time we offered it was January 31st. We're going to be offering it again in April. This is a class that is offered through the California Highway Patrol, which is CHP, and we're partnered with them. This is separate from the DMV, has nothing to do with the DMV. This has nothing to do with the driving test because you won't need to take the test. This is so that you can save money on your car insurance. The class itself is held at the Veterans Memorial Senior Center here. And any driver who's 65 or older can attend for free the Age Well Drive Smart class. You have to RSVP because we can only take 25 people at a time. The class is about 3 hours long, and it's a way for seniors to just, evaluate how well you're driving. We have coffee and bagels and stuff, and then our cafe is opened afterwards for lunch. Again, this is a free class, and the purpose of taking it is not to do well on your test because you won't be taking a test. This is so that you can save some money on your car insurance. And again, as soon as I have the April date from CHP, I will make everybody aware of that. So I'm going to just show a little video about this. And I wish you could hear the sounds because I worked so hard on these videos to have cute sounds. So give me just a moment here. Right. This is about the Age Well Drive Smart class. So I'll read it out loud as it plays. Oh, and there's chat questions. Chat questions. Let me get to that question in just a moment. Okay, let me get to that question in just a moment. All right, here we go. Oh, this is the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Sorry. Sorry.
That sounds like
no, did it?
fun.
I don't think it saved my. Well, let me see here. Hold on. I don't think it saved my. Yeah, this is my old. This is when I was a teacher. Oh my heavens, that's not the right one. Okay, well, unfortunately, it didn't save that the way that I thought it would. So let me just go back here. All right, let me just talk you through this. You cannot take the Age Well Drive Smart class online. You have to come in and take the 3-hour class. So I know that somebody asked that question. To make it a little bit less. Oh, thank you, Margaret. The one here at the DMV, or that's the one at CHP? I think that's the one at CHP. We offer one. We will also be offering one here at the Veterans Memorial Senior Center. So let me clarify what Margaret just said there. Okay, CHP offers this class anyway. It's something that they just do. You cannot take this class online. It's something that you have to go in for the 3 hours and you have to sit through. I will tell you that it's well worth it because the volunteers who run it are very entertaining. When you take it here at the Veterans Memorial Senior Center, we provide you with snacks and coffee, and it's a very casual kind of atmosphere. You get all of your questions answered pretty quickly, and it's really, I find it's a very good course. If you're under the age of 65, oh, thank you. Thank you, Margaret. San Carlos Adult Community Center will be having it on April 3rd. That's great. And I'm sure you have to RSVP to that. So let me just say that out loud in case people don't see the chat. The San Carlos Adult Community Center will be hosting this class on April 3rd. So I would call San Carlos to reserve your spot. We will be offering it here later in the month of April. We have to wait for tax season to end because we do our AARP tax service here and they take up a lot of our rooms. So once April 15th comes and goes, we'll have a date to do that. The other thing that we offer, and let me pull that up for you as well. So give me just a second here. It is the AARP drivers. The AARP driver safety course is also offered here at the Veterans Memorial Senior Center. And this is the one you can take online. So this will also help you to save on your car insurance. It's a good refresher for your skills, and it's a good opportunity for you to do whatever you need to do. The discount for this class is not free. This class is $25 for AARP members, and I'm not sure what it is for non-members, but you do get a discount if you sign up for the Smart Driver online course today, and you use the promo code OAM. Again, if you have Geico or the Hartford or Progressive or any of the kind of A-list driver's insurance plans, you can save if you take this class as well as the Age Well Drive Smart class. So both of them give a very similar discount. One, if you take the class at the center, people can save between 10 and 25% off of their premium. It just depends on the company, and it depends on what your current rate is, what your current coverage is. But I will tell you this, my car insurance runs me roughly $900 a year, and I save $180 from taking the Age Well Drive Smart class per year. So that's, you know, $30 off a month of my 6-month premium, which is nice. It just, there's a lot of variables that go into what the discount would be, but it's usually between 10 and 25%. So I hope that answered that question. So if you're interested, this is today only. So if you're watching this after March 20th, I'm so sorry. Today's the last day to get the discount. But you can take the AARP Smart Driver class online. And as I said, if you're an AARP member, it's $25 and you'll save 25%. You just need to go to the AARP. All you need to do is type in AARP Smart Driver. That would be this right here, AARP Smart Driver. And you can take this course online from the comfort of your own home if you have the computer savvy skills to do that. Does anybody have any questions about that? Oh, why is this not? Well, that's crazy. Okay, that's ridiculous. Okay, so no more chat questions. Okay. All righty. I don't know why my word popped up here. Okay. All right. So basically those are the transportation or the driving things that I wanted to share with you. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to share with you is we have also partnered with Samtrans, who also speak at the this is way too involved. I have a flyer here somewhere. The Samtrans, okay. If you've either not been able to renew your license, you've lost the ability to drive, you maybe you don't want to drive at night, maybe you don't want to drive on the highway. Samtrans offers a discounted fare for senior citizens. Anybody who's 65 or older is eligible for this. You can get a mobility ambassador. So this is the important part that I thought was important for everyone to know. A mobility ambassador is a one-on-one person who walks you through how to use Samtrans bus, trains, and other transit riders. So basically, their only purpose is to show you how to use the train, how to use the bus, how to use anything offered through Samtrans, and it's individualized just for you, and it doesn't cost anything extra. It's something that you do need to reserve. You do need to get mobility assistance, and I'm gonna put that number right here. If you would like to learn how to use Samtrans, the buses and the trains, you can call this 800 number, 800-660-4287, and let them know that you heard about it through the Veterans Memorial Senior Center in Redwood City, and then ask for a mobility ambassador. So a mobility ambassador is going to help you get to know the routes and schedules, show you how to get to and from different bus stops, help you if you have to transfer. They can help you purchase your passes, get your senior discounts, show you how to use the app if you have a smartphone. I mean, they can do so many things. It's just, even if you still can drive, it's something nice to know, because even myself, I'm 55. When I go into San Francisco, I'd much rather take the train than drive, because I don't like to drive in the city. And Samtrans is a great resource. So the Senior Mobility Guide is something else that you can also get. This is only for San Mateo County at the time, but I believe it is offered in other counties if you live outside of San Mateo County. The mobility guide is offered in Mandarin, Chinese, Spanish, and English. And this gives you information about the Mobility Ambassador Program. If you wanted to volunteer to be a senior mobility ambassador, if you wanted to learn how to use Samtrans, if you wanted to do any of those things, it's really a great, great service that Samtrans provides. And they speak at the Age Well Drive Smart class, usually at the end of the class. So if you do go on April 3rd to San Carlos and participate, they should have information about the mobility ambassadors at that time, because even if you can still drive, it's a great opportunity to get to know Samtrans. So let me just close that, maybe. All right, so hold on just a second here. I have one more. Of course, I was so official when I named it DMV stuff. All right. So give it just a second here. Please forgive my slow computer. They're brand new and they're just not very quick. It's our continue with. No, I don't. Hold on a second here. Hold on. Oh, come now. There we go. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna do it this way. It should have just opened, but of course, why would anything be easy? Thank you all for being so patient with me. I'm not the technological queen that I used to be when I was younger.
No, I love the Powtoon that you did. It's amazing.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I should have slowed it down a little bit more because I realized it went by really. I'm originally from the East Coast, so I'm used to talking very quickly. So I've been told often I need to slow down. Okay, so hopefully this will open now. There we go. Okay. So this is another flyer that we have, driver's license renewal and transportation assistance. This flyer I have available here at the Veterans Memorial Senior Center. There's 4 ways to help you keep your independence as you age. One, again, is I'm just going to recap what we talked about. The AARP driver training course, which is $25, you can take online and save 25% today if you want to. We're working on shuttle service at this time, and I'll get to that in just a moment. We also paired with the CHP Age Well Drive Smart class, which is tools for driving safer. Both numbers 1 and 2 help you save on your car insurance. Samtrans training for use of public transportation, including buses, Ready Wheels, and paratransit, is also free. We have a partnership with Ready Wheels, and I know that some people are a little bit frustrated with Ready Wheels because they're not always on time and they're not always, their logistics are not as smooth as they could be. But barring any other way to get around, Ready Wheels is another option. If you'd like to learn more about Ready Wheels, I'm happy to talk to you about that. Same for cop age. How old do you have to be for the AARP? As long as you're an AARP member, you can take it. The Age Well Drive Smart is for 55 and older. And then finally, our Navigating the DMV, which I talked about, that is free by appointment. All right, so I'm gonna wrap up with our last little thing that I'm going to talk about, but I will leave my information here so that people can see it while I'm talking. Again, my name is Sue Marangeli. I work at the Veterans Memorial Senior Center here in Redwood City. I'm usually here Mondays from 8 to 4, Tuesdays from 10 to 6, Wednesdays from 10 to 8, but I have a special needs program at night. And then Thursdays and Fridays from 8 to 4. I usually make appointments for the DMV navigation class on Mondays. I will make exceptions to that occasionally, but I usually do them on Mondays because then I can usually get you an appointment by the end of the week at the DMV. So if you come to me on Monday, you can usually get an appointment by Friday. Not always, but usually. I want to address one final thing, and the final thing that I wanted to address is the Veterans Memorial Senior Center used to offer a transportation route to and from the senior center for different courses, for different classes that we offered, for different exercise programs, etc., in partnership with the adaptive PE program, which is held at the Armory in Red Morton Park. We are in the process now. We've been advertising for about a month and a half to get a qualified driver to drive our shuttle service. The difficulty that we have encountered with that is someone can work at McDonald's and make $25 an hour. If they drive for us, they make about $21 an hour because we are a city government and we are capped at what salaries we can offer. So we are looking for drivers to reinstitute the shuttle service that we used to have. This would go beyond, this would go beyond the normal, you wouldn't have to rely on Ready Wheels if you were coming to and from the senior center. It would be door-to-door service. But again, we're having a difficult time trying to get people to apply for the driver position. Which is a little bit sad to me because it's a great little part-time job. You can make, a couple of $100 extra a week just by driving people to and from the senior center. So we are working on that. And I know that that's something that people have been really anxious to get back after COVID. That's been a really big thing that's been missing here at the senior center. But we're working on it. So my suggestion is, and I'm going to do one last thing. If you go to, let's see, just give me a second. Oh, whoops. If you go to the City of Redwood City website, which is redwoodcity.org, here's where it gets complicated, and this is what I don't like about our website. You can hit the button that says departments, and what it's going to do is it's going to bring you to all of the departments in the City of Redwood City. You can go to Parks, Recreation, and Community Services, which will bring you to our Parks, Recreation, and Community Services website. Then you have to go to the Seniors button, which is for seniors, okay? And then you'll have access to our Sentinel. You don't have to come to the Senior Center to pick up a copy of the Sentinel. Again, you go to redwoodcity.org, click the Departments button, click the Parks and Recreation and Community Services button, and then click the Seniors button. I am so sorry that it is not a shorter path to get to. That's just the way that they've done it. And if you notice, our Sentinel here, and I'm going to pull it up for you so you can see what it looks like. If you've never seen the Sentinel, we offer it every 2 months. It has a table of contents. And if you notice here, navigate your California driver's license renewal is on page 16. So I'm going to go down to page 16, click on it, and there's that flyer I told you about with all of the information on it. It's that exact same flyer. You can schedule now up to 5 months before your license expires. The very final thing, and then I really will go, is if your license has already expired, it can be up to 6 months past your expiration date, and you can still do the e-learning course with us. So let's say that for whatever reason you got nervous, you didn't take the test, you didn't do what you were supposed to, you didn't renew your driver's license, and it expired in December because for whatever reason you didn't renew it. That's okay. You have until June to make an appointment with me. Once you have the appointment with me, I can send you an email or text you or give you something to show to a police officer if you're pulled over to show that you're in the process of renewing your license. Because we are partners with the DMV. So again, if your license has already expired, and they've told you you need to take the written test. That is simply not true. You can do the e-learning with us within 6 months of your license expiring. All right, well, that's everything I have. I'm so sorry that my video did not work. It shows that it should be working, but it's just, you know, I have that it's going. But it's just not.
I have another question before you sign off, if I may.
No
ask.
problem. That's what I'm here for. Go
Uh,
ahead.
Are you, or is this the only place this is offering this service? Are there other places, like my sister lives somewhere else, that she could access?
Okay,
this service?
that's a great question. We are the only navigation center in the state of California. So for the assistance that we offer regarding the e-learning, we're the only place that does that. You can do the e-learning on your own by going to the California DMV site, going to driver's license renewal. Hold on just a moment. And starting your renewal online and finishing at the DMV office. What I will tell you is people who've tried to do this on their own, unless you're extremely computer savvy, it's very, very difficult. It's extremely difficult. But if you were interested in doing this on your own, you would go to the DMV site, go to where it says driver's license and ID cards, hit renew, scroll down on the page to where it says start renewal online and finish at the DMV office. And then I can't show you exactly what happens from this point because I'm not actually doing it. It's going to give you several choices on how you want to take your exam. And one of the choices is e-learning. I have to stress, again, I'm going to put this in no uncertain terms. Whoops. There we go. All right, there we go. Now, let me emphasize this as strongly as I can. Even stronger. Wait. E-learning is not a test. Okay. If you participate with us at our center, you have to get the word test out of your vocabulary. Because even if you do the e-learning with us, when you go to the DMV with our special appointment and everything all set up for you, as soon as you say the word test, the DMV employees shut down and go crazy looking for your test results and then tell you you didn't take the test, you didn't pay the fee, you didn't do what you were supposed to, which is simply not true. Whoops.
Great. E-learning is not a test. I will repeat it for you.
Okay, it's not a test. Don't say test. Don't ever say test. Oops. Sorry, I'm sorry. I have this all worked out so that it would do it for me, but I'm not as fast of a typer as I and don't start at the DMV. Do not start at the DMV. If you want to do this, don't go on the website. Don't get curious and try to figure it out on your own. Don't do any of those things because I'm going to tell you right now, there are tiny little mistakes that you can make that are going to make you have to pay that $45 several times if you don't come through the navigation center. I'm not saying it's not possible. There are people who are very computer savvy who can do this. They can navigate this just fine. They don't have any troubles with it. But there are several hoops that you have to jump through in order to get to the e-learning. And we are the experts at navigating that here at the Veterans Memorial Senior Center. In the summer, I'm going to be meeting with the managers of some of the local senior centers to train them on how to be a satellite of our center here, but that will take months to do. So if somebody's license expires before the summer, they should come and see me, even if it's a little bit of travel. And I can do it in one session if I need to. So it says on the flyer that it takes 2 sessions. Most people have been completing it in 1 session. They just come and see me once. Are there any other questions? All right, you guys rock out loud. I'm so happy that you were here with me today. Now you almost can't wait till you have to renew your license. I am very, 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 very open to helping you. If you are over the age of 70 and you don't need to renew your driver's license, but you want to get a real ID, I can show you how to do that for free as well. That's a separate appointment. Over 70 can get a real ID for free. That's the one that you'll need eventually to travel if you don't have a passport. But again, for right now, the most important thing to stress is we want to keep seniors having their independence as long as possible. If you are still capable of driving, we want to help you to continue to drive. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And my phone number again is 650-780-7313. And of course, I've covered it. Don't worry about that January 26th. That's my phone number. That's my email. Thank you so much. Thank you, Trevande, for having me. And please feel free to give me a call.
Thank
I'm
you.
Have a great day, everybody.
Thank
Take care.
you.
Bye, Sue.
Wonderful.
right.
Thank you.